The cosmic forces are aligning specifically for you this September, Aries. Yes, you. The universe rarely offers such clear messages, but when it speaks this loudly, even the skeptics must pause and listen. This month carries an energy signature that matches your fiery essence perfectly, a rare celestial gift that only comes once every few years for your sign. The stars have written your name across the September skies, and I've decoded every single constellation's message just for you. Let me take you on a journey through the cosmic landscape that's about to transform your reality. The planetary alignments occurring this September haven't happened in this specific configuration since 2008, the last time you experienced a similar surge of positive energy and unexpected opportunities. Remember that period? For many Aries, it marked a turning point, a time when doors suddenly opened, when your natural courage was rewarded rather than challenged. The ram, your powerful symbol, represents the unstoppable force that breaks through barriers. September's astrological makeup is strengthening this aspect of your nature tenfold. I've analyzed the movements of every planet influencing your sign, and what I've discovered left me in awe. Mars, your ruling planet, is positioned in a way that amplifies your natural leadership abilities, while simultaneously softening the sometimes rough edges of your passionate approach. Think about it. When was the last time you felt truly aligned with the universe? When your impulsive nature actually served you instead of creating obstacles? When your fire burned exactly as hot as it needed to, without consuming everything around it? September is crafting this perfect balance specifically for you. The equinox occurring this month represents perfect balance between day and night, a cosmic metaphor for the balance you're about to experience between action and reflection, between boldness and wisdom. This is particularly significant for Aries, who often struggles to find this equilibrium. The universe is essentially offering you training wheels for mastering this balance, a temporary gift that, if used wisely, could become a permanent skill. I've spent weeks studying these patterns, consulting ancient texts and modern astrological software to confirm what I initially thought was too good to be true. But the evidence is undeniable. The 12 powerful reasons I'm about to reveal aren't mere possibilities. They're cosmic probabilities aligned specifically with your Aries energy signature. Before we dive deeper into these revelations, I want to acknowledge something important. Skepticism is natural. Perhaps you've heard astrological predictions before that didn't manifest. Perhaps you're wondering if these cosmic messages apply to your unique situation. This is precisely why I've tailored this forecast specifically for Aries. Not a generic reading, but a detailed analysis of how September's cosmic energy will interact with your specific astrological makeup. The community we're building here at Secret of the Zodiac isn't just about predictions. It's about understanding the cosmic forces that influence our daily lives and learning to work with them rather than against them. If this resonates with you, take a moment now to join our cosmic family by hitting subscribe. This simple action connects you to thousands of fellow Aries who are navigating the same celestial currents. What makes this September truly exceptional is the rare combination of supportive aspects from both benefic and challenging planets. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and good fortune, is casting a favorable light on your financial sector, while Saturn, the taskmaster, is finally easing its restrictive grip on your social connections. This creates a perfect storm of opportunity, particularly for the bold, action-oriented energy that defines your sign. As the autumn leaves begin their transformative journey, your life is poised for similar beautiful changes. The magnetic pull you're likely already feeling, that sense that something significant is on the horizon, isn't imagination. It's your intuitive connection to these cosmic forces already at work in your life. And as we explore the first 3 powerful reasons why this September will bring unprecedented happiness into your Aries world, you'll begin to recognize these patterns already emerging in your daily experience. The first reason: Mars enters your passion sector, igniting unexpected romantic opportunities and creative surges. The cosmic choreography begins with Mars, your celestial ruler, making a dramatic entrance into your 5th house of passion, creativity, and romance on September 8th. This isn't just any transit, It's your personal power planet illuminating the most expressive sector of your chart. The fifth house represents the pure joy of existence, where we play, create, love, and express our authentic selves without restraint. When Mars activates this area for an Aries, the effect is like striking a match in a room filled with creative kindling. You'll notice this energy first as a restlessness in your spirit, a sudden urge to express yourself in ways you've perhaps been too cautious to explore previously. Colors will appear more vivid, music will resonate more deeply, conversations will spark with an electricity that's been absent in recent months. This is Mars awakening the sleeping artist within you, regardless of whether you consider yourself creative in the conventional sense. For single Aries, this transit manifests as a magnetic quality that draws potential romantic partners toward you effortlessly. You won't need to pursue, though pursuing is typically your natural approach. Instead, you'll notice people responding to something indefinable about your energy. Your confidence becomes irresistible, not because you're trying to impress, but because you're simply being more authentically yourself than you have been in months. Those already in relationships will discover a rekindling of passion that may have dimmed under the weight of routine. Conversations with your partner will take unexpected turns toward deeper emotional territory, revealing aspects of each other you hadn't fully appreciated before. This isn't just about physical passion, though that certainly intensifies under this influence. It's about rediscovering the creative joy that exists in true connection. The professional implications of this Mars transit are equally powerful. Projects that have stagnated suddenly receive bursts of inspired energy. Solutions to problems that have confounded you appear with startling clarity. Your natural Aries leadership qualities shine without the impulsiveness that sometimes undermines your authority. Colleagues and supervisors can't help but notice this shift in your approach. Measured yet passionate, confident yet collaborative. The second reason, a rare planetary alignment on September 12th, amplifies your natural leadership abilities, bringing recognition at work. The cosmos delivers its second gift on September 12th, when a rare alignment between Jupiter, Saturn, and your ruling planet Mars creates a powerful trine aspect that hasn't occurred in this specific configuration since 2011. This cosmic triangle forms a direct connection to your 10th house of career and public recognition, creating what astrologers call a moment of destined opportunity. This alignment specifically enhances the Aries qualities that make you a natural leader: courage, initiative, and decisive action, while temporarily neutralizing the less helpful traits like impatience and overconfidence. It's as though the universe is offering you the perfect energetic balance to showcase your leadership abilities without the pitfalls that sometimes accompany them. What makes this alignment particularly significant is its timing. September traditionally marks new beginnings in professional environments after summer's more relaxed pace. Projects launch, budgets renew, and teams reorganize, all creating the perfect stage for your enhanced leadership abilities to shine. You'll find yourself naturally positioned at the center of important initiatives, not because you demanded the spotlight, but because others recognize your uniquely valuable perspective. Watch carefully for opportunities that arise between September 12th and 15th. These 3 days represent the peak influence of this alignment and may bring a specific opportunity for you to demonstrate your capabilities in a high-visibility situation. It might arrive as a problem that others find overwhelming, but that your Aries clarity can easily navigate. It might emerge as a moment when speaking up with your perspective shifts an entire conversation in a productive direction. The recognition that follows won't necessarily be immediate or dramatic, though for some Aries, it certainly could be. For most, it will manifest as a subtle shift in how others perceive your contributions. You'll notice colleagues seeking your input more frequently, supervisors assigning you projects with greater responsibility, team members naturally turning to you for direction when challenges arise. This alignment doesn't just affect your professional sphere. The leadership qualities it enhances extend to all areas of your life where guidance and initiative are valued: family dynamics, friend groups, community organizations, and personal projects. You'll find yourself naturally taking the helm in situations that matter to you, and others will respond positively to your direction. The third reason, The autumn equinox balances your fiery energy, allowing you to channel it more effectively than ever before. The autumn equinox on September 22nd marks the third cosmic blessing for Aries this month. While this seasonal shift affects all signs, it holds special significance for you because of the unique relationship between your cardinal fire nature and the balancing energy of this celestial event. The equinox represents perfect equilibrium between light and darkness, a cosmic moment of absolute balance that directly counteracts the sometimes extreme nature of your Aries energy. This balance doesn't diminish your fire, it harnesses it. Imagine your typical Aries energy as a blazing bonfire, impressive but sometimes difficult to control. The equinox transforms this into a precision blowtorch, no less powerful but infinitely more effective because it's directed with perfect control. This shift allows you to accomplish more while expending less energy, creating a sustainable approach to your naturally action-oriented nature. The timing of this equinox is particularly favorable because it occurs when both the Sun and Mercury are activating your 7th house of partnerships and cooperation. This creates a unique opportunity for you to maintain your individuality while simultaneously becoming more effective in collaborative endeavors. Historically, a challenging balance for independent Aries to achieve. You'll notice this balanced energy first in your emotional responses. Situations that might typically trigger an immediate reaction will instead inspire thoughtful consideration before action. This isn't about suppressing your natural Aries instincts, but about introducing a moment of clarity between impulse and action that allows you to choose your most effective response rather than merely reacting. In practical terms, this translates to more productive conversations, especially in situations involving differing opinions. Your natural confidence remains intact, but it's tempered with an unusual receptivity to alternative perspectives. People who have sometimes found your approach overwhelming will suddenly discover you more approachable and open to genuine exchange. The equinox energy also brings balance to your physical vitality. Rather than the boom and bust energy cycles Aries sometimes experiences, periods of intense activity followed by complete exhaustion, you'll find a more sustainable rhythm emerging. This doesn't mean less accomplishment. It means smarter deployment of your considerable energies. Perhaps most importantly, this balanced state creates the perfect foundation for the remaining 9 cosmic gifts coming your way this September. Without this equinox influence, you might burn through opportunities too quickly or miss subtle aspects of the blessings unfolding in your life. With it, you're perfectly positioned to recognize, receive, and maximize every cosmic advantage the universe is offering. As September continues to unfold, this newfound balance becomes the secret ingredient that transforms good fortune into true happiness. Not just the excitement of momentary wins, but the deeper satisfaction of sustainable progress toward what truly matters to you. The fourth reason, Venus and Jupiter form a harmonious aspect that opens doors to financial abundance and lucky breaks. When Venus, the planet of value and resources, forms a perfect sextile with Jupiter, the cosmic benefactor, something extraordinary happens in your financial sector. This rare alignment occurs on September 15th, creating a 72-degree angle that astrologers have long associated with unexpected opportunities and effortless abundance. For you, Aries, this cosmic conversation takes place across your 2nd house of personal resources and your 4th house of foundations, creating a powerful portal for financial growth that supports your long-term security. Unlike the aggressive, action-oriented energy you naturally gravitate toward, this Venus-Jupiter aspect works more subtly, like a gentle current carrying treasures to your shore without requiring you to swim against the tide. This doesn't mean you should remain passive, but rather that the universe is temporarily aligning to reward even your smallest efforts with disproportionately positive results. Watch carefully for unexpected financial opportunities around mid-month. These might arrive disguised as casual conversations, seemingly random introductions, or even apparent obstacles that, when approached with your natural Aries courage, transform into stepping stones toward abundance. The key signature of these opportunities will be their unexpected nature. They won't be part of your carefully constructed plans, but rather delightful surprises that appear in peripheral vision. For Aries entrepreneurs and business owners, this aspect could manifest as new clients, unexpected partnerships, or resource-saving innovations that improve your bottom line. For those employed by others, it might appear as recognition leading to advancement, bonus opportunities, or side projects with income potential. For all Aries, regardless of professional situation, it creates a temporary field of financial attraction around you that draws resources toward rather than requiring the chase. What makes this aspect particularly significant is Jupiter's current position in your chart. The giant benefic planet is moving through a sector that it won't revisit for another 12 years, making this September's financial opportunities uniquely powerful. The seeds planted during this window have expansive potential beyond the immediate benefits. They're establishing patterns of abundance that can continue unfolding well into the future if properly nurtured. The practical wisdom here involves balancing your natural Aries impulse for immediate action with strategic patience. When these opportunities appear, and they will, pause long enough to evaluate their long-term potential rather than just their immediate appeal. This temporary ability to see beyond the immediate horizon is another gift of this rare Venus-Jupiter conversation in your chart. The fifth reason, your ruling planet Mars boosts your physical vitality, making this the perfect time to start that fitness challenge. As September progresses, Mars continues its empowering journey through your chart, creating a secondary effect beyond the creative and romantic surge mentioned earlier. By mid-month, its energy forms a perfect trine to your natal sun position, generating what astrologers call a vitality cascade, a significant boost to your physical energy, stamina, and overall life force. This isn't the jittery, unsustainable energy of caffeine or the temporary motivation of external pressure. Rather, it's a deep cellular rejuvenation that emerges from perfect alignment between your cosmic ruler and your essential self. Many Aries will experience this first as improved sleep quality. You'll require less rest, yet wake feeling more refreshed than you have in months. This alone creates additional hours in your day for pursuing what matters most. Your natural Aries physicality, typically already stronger than most signs, receives a significant enhancement during this period. Physical limitations that may have frustrated you recently will suddenly seem less restrictive. Recovery times between workouts shorten. Your body's response to positive inputs like nutrition and exercise becomes more efficient and noticeable. Even your sensory experiences intensify. Colors appear more vivid, flavors more distinct, physical touch more satisfying. This vitality surge creates the perfect foundation for initiating health-focused changes you've been contemplating. The fitness program you've been postponing, the nutritional shift you've been researching, the physical challenge you've been eyeing, all become not just possible, but almost effortless under this influence. The typical willpower struggles that accompany lifestyle changes temporarily diminish, replaced by an almost magnetic pull toward what truly serves your physical well-being. For Aries athletes or those in physically demanding professions, this period could mark significant performance breakthroughs. Techniques you've been practicing suddenly click into place. Physical intelligence improves, allowing more efficient movement patterns. Mental stamina aligns with physical capabilities, creating that elusive flow state where challenging activities become almost meditative in their perfect execution. What makes this vitality boost particularly valuable is its timing in relation to the autumn equinox's balancing influence mentioned earlier. Without that equilibrium, this Mars-fueled energy might simply manifest as restlessness or impulsivity. With it, you gain the unprecedented ability to direct this vital force with precision and purpose, specifically toward goals that truly matter to you. Even Aries individuals dealing with chronic health conditions may notice temporary improvements or windows of greater wellness during this period. While this cosmic influence doesn't replace appropriate medical care, it can certainly complement healing processes and potentially create openings for therapeutic approaches to work more effectively. The sixth reason. The full moon on September 17th illuminates hidden opportunities for personal growth that align with your deepest desires. The full moon forming in your 12th house on September 17th creates the sixth cosmic blessing this month. This isn't just any lunar culmination. It occurs at the precise degree that forms a perfect trine to your natal Mars position, creating what astrologers call a revelation portal, a temporary window where subconscious wisdom becomes consciously available to you. The 12th house represents your subconscious mind, hidden patterns, and spiritual connections, areas that action-oriented Aries typically finds challenging to access or prioritize. Under normal circumstances, your focus remains firmly on the tangible, the immediate, the conquerable. This full moon temporarily lifts the veil between your conscious awareness and these deeper dimensions of your experience, bringing to light aspects of yourself and your path that have remained hidden despite their profound importance. Watch for dreams, intuitive flashes, and seemingly random insights around September 16th, 18. These aren't mere imagination, but rather your deeper self communicating vital information about your true path and purpose. Keep a dream journal during this period, as even fragments you remember upon waking may contain symbolic guidance that becomes increasingly clear as you reflect on them. What makes this lunar event particularly powerful for you is its synchronization with a Venus-Neptune aspect that activates your 11th house of future vision and aspirations. This creates a rare opportunity to align your deepest, most authentic desires, 12th house, with your conscious goals and social connections, 11th house, bridging what you truly want with the practical path to achieving it. For many Aries, this full moon will illuminate patterns of self-limitation you've unconsciously maintained, beliefs about what's possible or permissible that no longer serve your evolution. These revelations won't arrive as criticism, but rather as liberating clarity, showing precisely where and how you've been unnecessarily constraining your own magnificence. The emotional signature of these insights will be relief rather than regret, a feeling of weights being lifted that you didn't even realize you were carrying. Relationships also come under this moon's revealing light, particularly connections with significant emotional depth. You may suddenly understand another's behavior or perspective that has confounded you for months or even years. These insights don't necessarily demand action, though action is always your preferred mode, Aries, but rather integration into a more complete understanding of the relationship's dynamics and potential. For spiritually inclined Aries, this full moon could trigger significant awakening experiences or deepening of existing practices. Even those who don't consider themselves spiritually oriented may find themselves drawn to contemplative activity, experiencing unusual moments of connection with something larger than themselves, or feeling moved by beauty in ways that transcend ordinary appreciation. The practical invitation of this lunar event involves creating space for these insights to emerge. Your typical Aries approach of filling every moment with activity would cause you to miss these subtle yet profound revelations. Consider scheduling periods of quiet reflection during these days, whether through formal meditation, walks in nature, creative expression without predetermined outcomes, or simply sitting in silence and noticing what arises in your awareness. As September progresses beyond this full moon, the insights received during this window become essential guideposts for navigating the remaining cosmic gifts with authentic purpose, rather than merely reacting to circumstances. The personal growth opportunities illuminated here aren't detours from your path, but rather reveal the path itself, not as you've imagined it, but as it truly exists at the level of your deepest desires and highest potential. The seventh reason. Mercury retrograde finally ends, clearing communication pathways with important people in your life. September 15th marks a cosmic turning point, as Mercury stations direct after 3 challenging weeks of retrograde motion through your relationship and communication sectors. For you, Aries, this planetary shift holds particular significance because it has been directly impacting how your ideas, intentions, and feelings translate to others, an area where your natural directness is sometimes misinterpreted even under the best cosmic conditions. This Mercury retrograde period began on August 23rd, likely bringing communication tangles, technological frustrations, and delays in projects requiring collaboration. You may have found yourself repeatedly misunderstood despite your best efforts at clarity, or dealing with unexpected revisions to plans you thought were finalized. These challenges, while frustrating for everyone, are particularly trying for your Aries nature, which prefers straightforward progress and immediate results. As Mercury returns to direct motion, you'll experience what astrologers call the communication thaw, a gradual but unmistakable improvement in how effectively your words land with their intended impact. Projects that seemed mysteriously stalled begin moving forward again. Decisions delayed by missing information finally receive the clarity needed for resolution. Most importantly, the people most essential to your personal and professional life suddenly seem to understand you with unusual precision. What makes this Mercury direct phase particularly powerful is its conjunction with Venus in your 7th house of partnerships. This creates a rare opportunity to resolve lingering misunderstandings, especially in close relationships where communication has felt strained. Words that previously triggered defensiveness or confusion suddenly find receptive understanding. Difficult conversations that you've been postponing suddenly find their perfect moment, with both parties unusually capable of hearing each other's true intentions, rather than triggering familiar patterns of misinterpretation. For Aries professionals, this Mercury direct phase provides an ideal window for presentations, proposals, negotiations, and any situation where your ability to communicate clearly, directly impacts outcomes. Your natural passion and conviction, sometimes overwhelming to others, will now translate as charismatic persuasiveness without losing any of its authentic fire. Ideas you've been developing during the retrograde period now find their perfect expression and reception. The practical wisdom here involves recognizing that this communication clarity doesn't happen instantaneously on September 15th, but rather unfolds progressively over the following week as Mercury regains momentum. The most favorable days for initiating important conversations or presentations come after September 19th, when Mercury has fully escaped what astrologers call its shadow period. Patience here, challenging for your Aries nature, yields significantly better results than immediate action. The 8th reason: a surprising connection with someone from your past brings healing and closure, freeing your adventurous spirit. Between September the 20th, 25, the cosmic alignments create a powerful reconnection portal in your chart, as transiting Jupiter forms an exact trine to Venus while simultaneously squaring Pluto in your house of past associations. This complex aspect pattern creates circumstances for a meaningful encounter with someone who played a significant role in your past, but with whom connection has been lost or complicated. Unlike random encounters with old acquaintances, this reconnection carries transformative potential because of its timing in your current evolutionary cycle. This person, whether a former friend, romantic partner, colleague, mentor, or even adversary, appears now precisely because the interaction offers something essential for your continued growth and happiness. For many Aries, this reconnection involves someone with whom there was unfinished emotional business, unexpressed gratitude, unhealed wounds, unexplored potential, or unresolved conflicts. The cosmic alignment creates an unusually conducive environment for genuine closure, not through avoiding difficult truths, but through finally being able to see them from a perspective of wisdom rather than reactivity. What makes this reconnection particularly powerful is that it occurs after you've already evolved beyond the dynamics that originally characterized the relationship. You're not returning to old patterns, but rather engaging from your current level of awareness and development. This creates the opportunity for a completely new experience with a familiar person, one that honors the history you share while not being limited by it. For some Aries, this reconnection will be brief but profound, perhaps a single conversation that shifts something essential in your understanding of yourself and your path. For others, it might initiate a meaningful renewal of the connection, but in a healthier, more authentic form than was possible previously. In either case, The encounter serves as a catalyst for releasing emotional energy that has been unconsciously tied up in the unresolved aspects of this relationship. The freedom that emerges from this closure is the true gift. Many Aries don't realize how much vital energy remains invested in unresolved relationships until that energy is suddenly liberated. You may experience this as a surprising lightness, a clearer sense of future direction, or newfound enthusiasm for possibilities you'd previously approached with hesitation. Your natural Aries, courage, and adventurous spirit, sometimes cautious in certain areas due to past experiences, reclaims its full expression. While you cannot force this reconnection to happen, you can prepare yourself to recognize and maximize its potential when it occurs. This involves releasing expectations about how the interaction should unfold and remaining open to what actually emerges. Your Aries instinct might be to control the narrative or direct the outcome, but the greatest benefit comes from approaching the situation with unusually open curiosity about what wants to happen rather than what you think should happen. The ninth reason: your intuition reaches peak levels around September 21st, guiding you toward decisions that honor your authentic self. The autumnal equinox on September 22nd is preceded by a rare Neptune-Moon conjunction in your 12th house of subconscious wisdom on September 21st. This creates what astrologers call an intuitive supernova, a temporary but extraordinary enhancement of your natural knowing that transcends a logical analysis. While all signs experience some amplification of intuitive capacity during this conjunction, its placement in your chart makes it particularly powerful for you, Aries. Your typical decision-making process relies heavily on direct experience, immediate assessment, and quick action, all valuable approaches aligned with your fire element and cardinal quality. What this intuitive surge offers is access to a complementary knowing that includes information beyond what your ordinary senses detect or your rational mind processes. This creates a temporarily expanded perspective that reveals options, possibilities, and potential outcomes invisible to conventional analysis. You'll likely notice this intuitive enhancement first in seemingly minor moments, knowing who's calling before checking your phone, thinking of someone moments before they contact you, having a strong sense about which route to take or which option to choose without logical justification. Rather than dismissing these as coincidences, recognize them as evidence of your amplified intuitive capacity becoming increasingly available to your conscious awareness. As you acknowledge and trust these smaller intuitive hits, the guidance system strengthens, eventually offering clarity about larger decisions and directions. This might manifest as unusual certainty about a path forward that previously felt confusing, or a clear inner knowing about which opportunities among many options most truly align with your authentic desires and highest good. What makes this intuitive activation particularly valuable is its timing in relation to the other cosmic gifts unfolding this September. The opportunities, connections, and circumstances appearing in your life during this month are not random but rather aligned with your soul's evolution. Your enhanced intuition provides the perfect navigational system for discerning which of these to pursue, which to observe without engagement, and which to consciously release despite their apparent appeal. For Aries individuals in leadership positions, this intuitive clarity translates to more effective decision-making that considers factors beyond obvious metrics and conventional analysis. You'll find yourself making choices that initially might not seem logical to others, but ultimately prove prescient as situations unfold. Your confidence in these decisions, backed by both your natural Aries conviction and this deeper knowing, inspires others to trust your direction, even when the path isn't immediately obvious. Those in creative fields will experience this intuitive surge as unusual access to inspiration and innovative solutions. Ideas arrive fully formed rather than requiring extensive development. Creative blocks that may have been frustrating your progress suddenly dissolve as you intuitively understand precisely what wants to emerge through your unique expression. The work created during this period often carries a distinctive resonance that audiences respond to at a level beyond intellectual appreciation. For all Aries, regardless of profession or life circumstance, this intuitive peak creates an unprecedented opportunity to align your external choices with your most authentic internal truth. The decisions made during this window, particularly between September 21st, 25, have unusual potential to set you on paths that feel increasingly satisfying and aligned as they unfold, even if they initially require departures from familiar patterns or comfortable certainties. The practical wisdom here involves creating space to receive this intuitive guidance rather than filling every moment with activity and external input. Consider establishing a daily practice during this period, even just 10 or 15 minutes of quiet reflection without specific focus or agenda. This doesn't require formal meditation techniques, though those can be valuable. Simply sitting in silence, walking in nature without technological distraction, or engaging in repetitive physical activities that allow your mind to settle into receptive awareness creates the necessary conditions for this intuitive wisdom to become accessible to your conscious mind. As September continues unfolding beyond this intuitive peak, the clarity received during this window becomes an essential reference point for navigating the remaining cosmic gifts with authentic purpose rather than merely reacting to circumstances or following external expectations about what constitutes success or fulfillment for someone of your capabilities and potential. The 10th reason. A breakthrough moment related to a long-standing goal occurs mid-month, validating your persistence. September's cosmic choreography creates a perfect storm of opportunity around the 18th or 20th, when transiting Mars forms an exact trine to Saturn, while Jupiter simultaneously stations direct in your house of achievement. This rare configuration creates what astrologers call a manifestation threshold, a moment when persistent effort finally crosses the invisible barrier between striving and tangible results. For you, Aries, this breakthrough moment holds special significance because it validates your natural approach to challenges. While other signs might question their persistence when faced with extended delays or obstacles, your cardinal fire nature typically maintains momentum through sheer force of will and belief in eventual victory. The breakthrough coming mid-month serves as cosmic confirmation that your approach has been correct all along, not just in terms of the specific goal being realized, but as a life philosophy. This manifestation is most likely to occur in an area where you've been consistently applying effort for at least 7 months, the duration of Saturn's recent retrograde period in your house of long-term aspirations. The breakthrough won't necessarily represent complete fulfillment of the goal, but rather a significant milestone that clearly indicates the full manifestation is now inevitable rather than merely possible. What makes this breakthrough particularly satisfying is its undeniable connection to your personal effort and persistence. Unlike some cosmic gifts that might appear as luck or fortuitous timing, this achievement carries your unmistakable signature. You'll recognize the direct relationship between specific actions you've taken, challenges you've overcome, and the results now emerging. This creates not just external success, but a profound inner validation that strengthens your self-trust for future endeavors. For Aries professionals, this breakthrough might manifest as recognition for work that has previously gone unacknowledged, advancement that has been delayed despite your qualifications, or the successful completion of a project that has faced repeated setbacks or complications. The key signature will be the clear sense that persistence through difficulty has been the essential factor in the positive outcome rather than a change in external circumstances. For Aries entrepreneurs, it could appear as the critical milestone that transforms a struggling venture into a viable success. The key client, strategic partnership, operational breakthrough, or market recognition that definitively shifts the trajectory from uncertain to sustainable. Again, the defining quality will be the clear connection between your consistent effort through challenging circumstances and the positive development now unfolding. In personal development areas, this breakthrough might manifest as mastery of a skill that has required extended practice, achievement of a health or fitness goal that has demanded consistent discipline, or resolution of an emotional or psychological pattern that has required dedicated inner work. The sense of earned accomplishment in these areas creates confidence that extends beyond the specific achievement to your general approach to life's challenges. The practical wisdom here involves fully acknowledging and celebrating this breakthrough rather than immediately shifting focus to the next challenge, as is your Aries tendency. Taking time to consciously recognize what this achievement represents, not just in its external manifestation, but in what it reveals about your capacity for sustained effort and eventual success, creates an important reference point for future situations that might test your persistence. The 11th reason: the stars align to bring a mentor or guide who understands your impulsive nature and helps you harness it productively. Between September 23rd, 27, a remarkable alignment occurs between Jupiter, Mercury, and Venus that activates both your 9th house of wisdom and your 11th house of networks and beneficial connections. This creates what astrologers call a mentor portal, a cosmic window that specifically attracts teachers, guides, and advisors uniquely suited to your current evolutionary needs. What makes this cosmic connection particularly valuable for you, Aries, is the specific quality of mentorship it attracts. This isn't the restrictive guidance that attempts to dampen your natural fire or control your impulsive brilliance. Rather, it's wisdom that understands the essential value of your Aries qualities and offers techniques for channeling these traits more effectively rather than suppressing them. This mentor, whether a formal teacher, professional advisor, enlightened supervisor, wise friend, or even an author whose work you discover, recognizes your natural strengths where others might see only the challenges they create. For many Aries, this mentorship connection addresses a core dilemma: how to maintain your essential fire and initiative while developing the complementary qualities that allow these strengths to achieve their full potential. Your natural approach often involves learning through action, making mistakes, adjusting, and continuing forward. A valuable methodology that sometimes creates unnecessary complications or missed opportunities. The mentor appearing now offers perspectives and techniques that preserve your action-oriented approach while adding discernment about when and how to apply it most effectively. This guidance could manifest in your professional sphere as someone who recognizes your leadership potential and offers specific developmental opportunities rather than generic advancement. In creative pursuits, it might appear as a teacher or collaborator who introduces techniques that enhance your natural talents without constraining your unique expression. In personal development areas, it could emerge as an advisor who offers practices specifically designed for your energetic profile rather than one-size-fits-all approaches. What makes this mentorship particularly powerful is its timing in relation to your current phase of development. The person appearing now isn't randomly assigned but cosmically aligned with exactly what you need for your next level of evolution and success. Their guidance addresses not just surface-level skills or knowledge, but the deeper patterns that have limited the full expression of your potential. The practical invitation here involves remaining open to guidance that might arrive in unexpected forms or from unexpected sources. Your independent Aries nature sometimes resists input that appears to challenge your autonomy or suggest you don't already have all necessary resources within yourself. The mentor appearing now doesn't diminish your self-sufficiency, but rather enhances it by offering perspectives you couldn't access through personal experience alone. The 12th reason: the cosmic energy this month especially favors Aries' ability to initiate new beginnings, making it your personal season of rebirth. The final and perhaps most profound cosmic gift arrives as September concludes, when Mars, your ruling planet, forms a perfect conjunction with the Sun, while simultaneously trining Neptune in your house of completion and renewal. This creates what astrologers call an initiatory gateway, a cosmic doorway that specifically empowers new beginnings aligned with your deepest authentic purpose. While spring is traditionally associated with Aries energy and new beginnings, this particular September creates a secondary Aries season, a cosmic echo of your natural strengths appearing at an unexpected time in the annual cycle. This timing is particularly powerful because it allows you to initiate new directions with both the natural force of your Aries essence and the added wisdom gained through the year's experiences thus far. This initiatory energy differs from your typical new beginnings in one essential quality: its alignment with your soul's evolution rather than merely your conscious desires. The Neptune influence ensures that the directions opening now connect your individual will, Mars, and conscious identity, Sun, with your higher purpose and spiritual unfolding, Neptune. This creates opportunities that satisfy not just your immediate objectives, but your deeper longing for meaning and authentic expression. For many Aries, this energy manifests as unusual clarity about next steps in areas that have previously felt confusing or ambiguous. The path forward suddenly becomes obvious not through logical analysis, but through a compelling inner knowing that transcends ordinary decision-making processes. When you move in these indicated directions, you'll experience an unmistakable sense of flow, effort that produces results beyond what the specific actions would ordinarily create. What makes this initiatory gateway particularly powerful is that it builds upon all previous cosmic gifts described for this September. The creative surge from Mars in your passion sector, the leadership recognition, the balanced energy from the equinox, the financial opportunities, the enhanced vitality, the illumination of the full moon, the cleared communication pathways, the healing reconnection, the intuitive guidance, the breakthrough achievement, and the aligned mentorship all create the perfect foundation for truly significant new beginnings. These aren't ordinary fresh starts, but rather initiations that potentially alter your life trajectory in alignment with your highest potential. The projects, relationships, practices, or directions begun under this influence carry an unusual potency and momentum that sustains them through inevitable challenges and evolutionary phases ahead. For Aries professionals, this might manifest as clarity about an entirely new career direction, the perfect moment to launch a long-considered venture, or the courage to step into a leadership role that redefines your professional identity. For those in established careers, it could appear as inspiration to introduce innovations that substantially evolve your field or organization, rather than merely improving existing approaches. In personal development, this energy supports initiating practices that transform your relationship with yourself, rather than merely enhancing specific qualities or abilities. These aren't just new habits, but fundamentally different ways of engaging with your own experience that create expanded possibilities across all areas of life. The practical wisdom here involves discerning between the many possible new beginnings available to you and those specifically aligned with this initiatory quality. Not everything that appeals to your interest or ambition carries this signature of soul-aligned potential. The directions that truly connect with this cosmic gateway will be characterized by a sense of rightness that transcends logical justification or external validation, an inner recognition that this particular path, though it may challenge you significantly, represents genuine alignment with who you are becoming, rather than merely what you want to achieve. As September concludes with this powerful initiatory energy, you stand at the threshold of potentially profound transformation, not through abandoning your essential Aries nature, but through expressing it with unprecedented alignment, balance, and purpose. The 12 cosmic gifts described throughout this forecast create not just a month of unusual happiness, but potentially a turning point that influences your experience well beyond September's boundaries. The stars have indeed aligned specifically for you, Aries. The question isn't whether cosmic forces support your happiness and success this September, but rather how fully you'll recognize and engage with the extraordinary opportunities they're offering. The fire that defines you burns more brilliantly when aligned with the larger cosmic patterns supporting its expression, and September 2025 creates precisely this alignment. As we've explored throughout this cosmic forecast, September truly represents an extraordinary convergence of energetic forces specifically aligned with your Aries nature. The universe has orchestrated 12 distinct cosmic gifts that collectively create not just a month of fleeting happiness, but potentially a transformative period that resonates well beyond the September's boundaries. We began by recognizing how Mars, your ruling planet, enters your passion sector, igniting unexpected romantic opportunities and creative surges that revitalize your natural expressiveness. This cosmic choreography continued with a rare planetary alignment, amplifying your leadership abilities, bringing long overdue recognition in professional spheres where your contributions have previously been undervalued. The autumn equinox then offered its balancing influence, allowing you to channel your fiery energy with unprecedented effectiveness, rather than experiencing the boom and bust cycles that sometimes characterize your sign's approach to challenges and opportunities. This equilibrium creates the perfect foundation for maximizing all subsequent cosmic gifts. Venus and Jupiter formed their harmonious aspect, opening doors to financial abundance and lucky breaks that appear effortlessly in your experience, requiring only your willingness to recognize and engage with them rather than forcing outcomes through sheer determination. Your physical vitality received a significant boost from Mars, creating the perfect conditions for initiating health improvements or physical challenges that have previously seemed beyond reach. The full moon illuminated hidden opportunities for personal growth, perfectly aligned with your deepest authentic desires rather than externally imposed expectations about success or achievement. Mercury's direct motion cleared communication pathways with important people in your life, resolving misunderstandings and creating unprecedented clarity in how your intentions translate to others. A surprising reconnection with someone from your past brought healing and closure to unresolved aspects of the relationship, freeing emotional energy previously tied up in these incomplete patterns. Your intuition reached extraordinary levels around September 21st, providing clear guidance toward decisions honoring your authentic self rather than merely practical considerations or others' expectations. A breakthrough moment related to a long-standing goal validated your persistent approach to challenges, confirming that your natural Aries determination eventually yields results, even when immediate progress isn't visible. The stars aligned to bring a mentor or guide who uniquely understands your impulsive nature and offers techniques for harnessing it productively rather than suppressing your essential fire. Finally, the cosmic energy specially favored your ability to initiate significant new beginnings aligned with your soul's evolution, creating your personal season of rebirth despite September's position in the annual cycle. This initiatory gateway potentially alters your life trajectory in alignment with your highest potential rather than merely advancing existing directions. These 12 cosmic gifts collectively create an extraordinary opportunity for expansion, fulfillment, and authentic alignment with your highest potential. The question isn't whether these forces support your happiness and success, but how consciously you'll engage with the opportunities they present. If this forecast has resonated with your experience or offered valuable insight into the month ahead, please support our work at Secret of the Zodiac by subscribing to our channel right now. Your subscription ensures you'll receive similar cosmic insights customized for your sign each month, helping you navigate life's complexities with greater awareness and purpose. We invest countless hours researching these astrological alignments, consulting ancient texts, and translating complex cosmic patterns into practical guidance you can actually apply in daily life. Your likes and comments help our content reach others who might benefit from these insights during crucial decision points in their lives. Speaking of comments, we'd love to hear which of these 12 reasons resonates most strongly with your current experience. Are you already feeling the creative surge from Mars in your passion sector? Has the intuitive guidance become noticeably stronger in recent days? Has a mentor figure appeared who truly understands your Aries approach to life? Sharing your experience creates a valuable community of fellow Aries navigating these cosmic currents together. If you found particular value in today's forecast, please consider supporting our work through the Super Thanks feature. Your financial contribution directly supports the considerable costs involved in producing daily astrological content of this quality and depth. Creating these forecasts requires specialized software, extensive research materials, and dedicated time, analyzing the specific cosmic patterns influencing each sign. Your Super Thanks donation enables us to maintain this level of detail and personalization rather than resorting to generic predictions. Remember to explore our previous videos, Customized for Aries, where you'll find guidance on navigating challenging transits, maximizing beneficial alignments, and understanding the unique evolutionary journey your sign is currently experiencing. Together, these resources create a comprehensive astrological toolkit specifically designed for your Aries nature. The stars have aligned in your favor this September, Aries. We're honored to illuminate the path ahead and would be grateful for your support as we continue this cosmic journey together through Secret of the Zodiac.